All right, welcome back to the Strange Noise Podcast, everybody.
Welcome.
Yo, yo.
Hey, did I pronounce that properly? Did I say strange? I feel like sometimes...
Strange Toys Modcast.
Strange Toys.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Smogcast or whatever.
Smog checks.
Smog check.
Strange
Give you a
Noise
smog
smog
check.
check.
A lot of 90s people will know that.
Oh.
Yeah.
The old, or no, oil
They're not
check.
giving smog checks anymore?
No, I meant like an oil check. You
I was
know?
gonna say.
Oh, the oil. The old.
No, the old oil check.
You're a court low.
yeah,
Okay, I get it.
I was going to say, you do your smog check after the San Francisco standoff.
there you go.
That's when you really need to do a smog check.
You do it while you get it. While you're getting it.
Technically, that is a San Francisco standoff. Let's just cut to the chase.
Yep.
It's like, you passed.
Yeah.
But yes, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Please go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button. They're both buttons, right?
Yeah, and then bell icon to
Yes, please.
get notified every time we drop.
They should have like a little icon that you click and it just does all. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like a do all.
I mean, but like,
Sounds like an old man thought, you know, like, how come there just can't be one button to do all? Do I really have to click on subscribe and then click on the fucking alert and this? And it's like,
How does this thingamajig work?
It's really not that hard, guys.
not that.
So that means
They're
you
right
can do
next to
it.
each other.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you.
In the time we gave this explanation, you could have done it already.
Yeah, just
Twice.
Click.
So
Yep.
we are also on social medias. Yeah, the medias.
Yeah, we are
Medias.
posting clips.
Yep.
Oh.
But we're actually a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
It almost sounded different. I thought you said something completely different, completely X-rated, but
Oh,
we're
posting clips.
Yeah.
Clips?
Yeah.
Maybe I slur my words a lot. And
So do I.
I have like a lot of saliva mouth when I talk, so
But when I enunciate, I have to show my
I
teeth,
don't
so I tend to just not.
I don't
slur.
enunciate them well.
Yeah, that's exactly why I asked. Like, did I say Strange Noise
Strange noise.
podcast?
I'm pretty
properly?
sure.
Strange Noise Podcast.
Podcast.
Ooh.
Pretty soon.
Ooh.
Yes. If you care to spark up a doobie with us or enjoy an adult beverage, whatever you
I'll
so
take a adult
choose.
beverage.
Hello.
Some weed just didn't do anything for me. Puts me to sleep.
Well,
I mean,
to each their own. It might be a really good sleep though.
It might be.
Deep sleep. You're just cozy as fuck.
And then I won't have no
Drift
me
off.
waking me up with some creepy ass lines.
Yeah.
imagine if she had
That's,
like makeup on.
That's like
a-
perfect for Halloween. Oh my god, that would be scary. So my daughter woke me up in the middle of the night around 1:30. She poked me and was like, "Daddy, let's play." I was like, "Oh shit!"
holding a kitchen knife.
And then after he punted her across the room,
It's like her new thing. Let's play, you know. And she takes the play all the way up. She just hold on.
Yeah.
oh,
Holds
that's
it
pretty
forever.
Cool, though.
Yeah.
That's a fun
So,
game
yeah.
to play.
As long as you don't wake up in the middle of the night and see like two Niveas in the hallway, like
Oh god,
ooh, The Shining.
She's like playing jump rope with the other one.
dude, that's fucking scary.
For real. That's a creepy thing.
Did you guys end up seeing Doctor Sleep? The
I didn't. I want to see it
no.
though.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I want to check it out.
That's I'll probably watch it now because it's like Halloween time.
Yeah, that's what I was
that's a
thinking.
good time to watch
Halloween-y
it.
time?
One of the
Yeah.
other reasons why I brought it up, I was like, oh, that could be on the hit list for some of us.
Yeah.
Dude, really quick, I'm going to get some retribution because last week's episode, in conversation, you kind of get caught up and sometimes you'll forget regular words like marathon. And
Alright.
when I was talking about watching Tim Burton movies, I was like, I'm watching this. We're doing a Tim Burton, you kind of watch a lot of them over and over one after another.
Whatever that
in
means.
Consecutive, sequence, a marathon. Yeah,
It's just-
we were
yeah.
having a Tim Burton marathon. And I listened to myself later and I thought, fucking fool. Like, fuck, man. Like, you
This
can't
illiterate
fucking-
bastard.
That's why I never listen to myself like, after because it's like I already know. Like I'm fuck, should have said this. Oh, fuck, you sound like an idiot. You know?
All the time. Yeah, it's the worst.
It's funny when I listen back to it and I hear those mistakes for myself as well. I'm like, I wonder if anybody else is catching this.
Oh, man.
But yes. Thank you for joining us. Real quick, congrats to the Lakers.
Yep.
Hey.
Congrats to that fool fucking crip walking on the. You guys gotta check it out. Go to the Fool's Gone Wild, right?
Who's
Instagram.
gone wild?
They show a guy like on a billboard, crip walking and hitting the bottle of Nos at the same time, dude. It's
He was on a
hilarious.
sick
The
one.
fool was on the sick one.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's my favorite part about like the championship things.
Yeah.
Is like seeing
celebration.
Yes, seeing the people afterwards.
It was a huge celebration.
Oh, dude.
I think they called it a super spreader.
Yes, that's
Right?
what they're.
Is that what?
That's what they're calling like any mass gathering.
Yeah.
Like a super spreader.
Sounds like a villain.
No, I know. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Oh, it's a good one.
It was a good one.
It's a good one. He's pinching me in my leg. Like, we're gonna remember this for later.
It'll be on the Patreon.
I was gonna go X-rated with like super spreader.
Ah.
X-rated.
That belongs on the show.
Yeah, all right, that belongs on the show. Cool.
A super spreader. Is it like one of those things that they use to like go inside for like a vaginal like
Oh, the little duck clip
yeah, the
thing?
duck thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that thing's
God.
like quack,
man.
and it fucking just like.
Oh, does it do that noise? Ladies,
I
let
like
us
to
know.
think
Does it do that noise?
They have to turn on the compressor.
It's like Affleck, and it just like opens right up.
God.
Oh, dude.
That's wild.
Dude, I heard a thing that, speaking of Affleck, that Ben Affleck was supposed to do. Was supposed to be like a spokesman of Affleck.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. He should have done it.
I know.
Yeah, he would have been like Flo. He would have done what Flo
Oh.
did for progressive.
Oh,
Dude.
I think.
I wonder if any of those like people who get popular from like commercials go on, because I haven't seen them in anything else, like any other acting.
They get paid a good amount though.
Oh, I imagine
Some of
they
them
do.
have.
Yeah, he's right, dude. They do, and she's done a lot of stuff actually.
Yeah.
Like acting?
Before, yeah.
Oh,
Before.
Yeah,
And she was
before
in Mad Men
and after.
a couple
Yeah.
Oh,
of other-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done a lot
Oh,
of
she's
stuff.
got that Mad Men look, like the retro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Yep. She's played. I've seen her in a lot of comedy movies too.
hmm
Ooh,
Yeah,
check that out.
she's pretty cool.
But like, I think the highest paid commercial spokesman is that the most interesting man in the world,
Oh,
It's like
and that's all he says is like like a couple lines.
I want to like immediately I believe you because
Yeah.
like the caliber of his character.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like pay that guy all the money, man. He's the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
seems believable. Yeah,
Yeah,
Right
for
off the
sure.
bat.
Yeah, and I think after that is the other dude for Old Spice, not Terry Crews, but the
Oh, you're right. Terry Crews went on,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, wait, was
right.
Terry Crews already doing acting when he did the
he was already doing
Yeah,
acting, but
okay.
like B movies, right? I mean, white girl,
White Chicks?
white chicks, yeah.
Uh,
That was a good movie. I mean,
Oh,
that was
so
that was
good.
not like a big movie though, right?
No, but he had done some small roles before
Yeah.
that.
Like,
I
Don't Be
think
a
he
Menace,
did-
right?
I think he did.
Idiocracy? Was he in Idiocracy?
Yeah, he was
He was
Idiocracy.
fucking
The
President Camacho.
Yeah.
Dude, since you guys mentioned it, man.
Bring it back up.
Since you guys mentioned it, I had this freaking note that I had wrote down, and I didn't intend to say it today, but we brought it up, so perfect opportunity. I feel like we're living in this real life idiocracy.
Oh, that's funny.
And in which case, I want Mike Tyson to be my President Camacho.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Ooh.
That's who I want.
And as he's as he's getting inaugurated, just punches Trump out of the office.
Oh, dude.
That's fucking
And then after that,
awesome.
we'll freaking make an amendment to the Constitution that they got everybody that's got it going up against him's got to fight him.
Oh, that's the only way you win the presidency. You have to beat Mike Tyson. It's like a real life punch out.
Yeah.
It's the only way you
That's
gotta.
awesome.
Yeah,
Dude, that's epic.
he'd be like president for a minute.
He would be. That'd be awesome. Dude, he's all old. He just fucking made. He's like an old ass king.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, who would be his VP?
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think that far.
Hmm.
You call it.
I
Who
wa-
suits him?
I feel like the next one up after would be like The Rock. Like that'd be a good ticket.
Oh, if you keep keeping in that fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Joe Rogan would probably do a really good job
Oh,
too
yeah.
at being VP, man.
Tyson Rogan 2020. Let's do it. Make it
Right,
happen.
that might just be like
oh, that's
too
a
much-
t-shirt.
There might be like some too much testosterone.
Hey, psh.
Maybe that's what this country needs. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man.
Oh, you just triggered some people.
I know.
It's a fucking joke, guys.
Surely I jest.
Yeah.
Rob's a jester.
But you know what? He would be an awesome fucking idiocracy president.
Yeah, for sure.
Since we're living in this like alternate fucking reality right now.
dude. I approve that 100%.
Yep.
Wholeheartedly. Mike Tyson.
Thank you. Pow!
Idiocracy 2020. The
And that's it.
sequel.
Pow! That's part of his fucking campaign slogan. Pow!
That's the little buttons he has. They look like the POW from
But he's gotta,
Batman.
you gotta do it in his voice, though.
Dude, I can't even do it. I was like gearing up and I'm like, wait a minute. How does he?
It's like you didn't fully commit to it. So.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yo, don't fucking hit us. Don't fuck us up, Mike.
What did you say, Edward?
What you say? Hey, but he can do it, man.
Yeah,
He can do it.
I'm down for that. But in quickie news, question for you guys: would you guys get on a flight to nowhere? So there's a trend popping up in Singapore right now. It's basically because of people cannot just pop one off.
No, yeah. I was getting bat wings.
Oh, boy, gotta do the one cheek
Guys
sneak.
know no.
Hey, you have to.
Bat
I do
wings.
the lift. I do the lift.
I was just had bat wings. I had to stretch them out.
Okay.
Bat wings.
And it's like literally that look. You know? Oh,
It just stretches.
the sack stretched out. Yeah, is that silly putty? I'm not sure what that is.
Oh my god, silly funny.
To paint a visual.
No, it's like the slime, you know.
Yeah, that's a better.
gack.
Yeah. That's what I used to call it. Yeah. Taking the
That
fucking
fucking sounds
gag.
disgusting.
Oh man.
All right.
But real quick, in
Flights to nowhere.
Singapore, since people can't go on vacations, they're booking flights to nowhere. So basically, you'll get on the flight or the plane.
Yeah.
They'll fly around for a couple hours and land back in the same spot. And apparently, like, this is a big thing. Like in Singapore, like people are booking these things to like a flight to nowhere.
I mean, it's a ride, you know? It's like, it's going on the monorail, basically.
Imagine like having to, get there.
Yeah,
go
the
through
logistics of
line,
it,
Go
like,
through all of
here,
that.
check.
Honestly, yeah.
Fuck it.
It doesn't make sense that
Take
way.
me on a
but-
car ride somewhere to
Yeah.
nowhere.
I
didn't.
don't think it's entertaining, but
Nah.
I mean, if they want to
They got money, fucking
spend their
whatever.
money, is it how much is it costing? You know, or how much does it cost? I
Yeah.
guess is a better way to say it.
I was just hearing the interview. They didn't get into the specifics of what it costs, but the way they made it sound was basically the cost of a dinner. So I imagine it's like maybe like $50 to $75 or something like that.
Yo, dog, me
It
dinner at
basically is a
McDonald's.
ride.
Though.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's like
crazy.
$10.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Dude, yeah, I was confused. I was like,
It's weird.
this does not seem appealing at all. Like,
Nah.
but like,
$50 ride around.
yeah, people are. I wonder if it's just like messing with people, like the lockdown type thing.
Yeah,
It's just like
people getting cabin fever. It's like a way to get out, or what?
yeah, that's
All right.
exactly what it ends up. Basically, they go up. I think they serve them food or something like that, and then
Better.
they come back and land in the same
But it's,
spot.
but it's airplane food. Is it any good?
Yeah,
Nah,
see,
it's
this is what
horrible.
none of
I
this.
mean, I've never been on a flight. It's
like
just
a
so you guys
fucking
know, I've never been on a
Lunchable.
flight.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been on a flight.
What?
We gotta take you on a flight, dog.
Fucking- I mean, I've been flying before, but like,
It's been high.
I've
been
been
soaring.
to space before, but never been on a plane. No, it's weird.
Maybe this is your chance. You can take
Yeah.
a flight. You can test
that.
it out.
No, no, no.
Yeah. Now you can, dude.
You finally just test it out.
How many of those planes have gone missing?
Ooh, they're not missing. They're just they're returning home.
That's interesting.
Tinfoil hats.
Boom.
But I don't know. I heard that. I was like, this does not seem very appealing to me at all. But
Nah.
apparently people are booking them
Neither.
like crazy in
It's
like
weird.
Singapore and I think Taiwan and other areas like that.
Hey, more power to them if they want to get on a plane.
Yep.
There's no other like attractions. Like they're already done with their.
Maybe a movie.
Yeah. How about a movie? How about a movie?
You get dinner in a movie.
Jesus. Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe because I imagine like theme parks and other things like that are probably still closed.
You're right.
So I don't know.
Are they doing full capacity now? Do you know that?
On planes?
Yeah.
So this is what I heard. They're not supposed to be doing full capacity. They're supposed to like all middle seats are supposed to be empty.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I was listening to some podcasts and they were talking about different hosts. They were taking flights and they all said their flights are packed.
Just packing them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
it.
So
I heard I heard a rumor that they were packed here.
just packing
Full
them out.
capacity.
I imagine they're just using it as an opportunity to like recoup as much money as they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's
But
a big loss.
I mean, that's kind of risky because you just need one bad press to be like, oh, they overpacked the flight and then
Everybody's infected.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Super spreader.
And then not
that's the fucking super spreader. That's the name, bro. That's
Stop! Super spreader. That's not allowed. Cut it
dude, oh, that'll be the graphic. You like have the silly putty and stretch out the
out. Oh, man, the gack. Like,
Oh,
super
the
spreader. Hey.
oh man. But yeah, I don't know. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't do it though. It
Nah.
seems like a waste.
I wouldn't either.
There's tons of other stuff that
Would you guys
can
do it?
waste
Would
your
you
money
guys
on.
get on a plane
to nowhere.
fly around and come back.
Yeah, let us know. What do you guys think of that? Are we out of our realm here, out of our minds? We're not seeing the appeal of it, or are we right on like most of other things?
Like everything.
But anyways, that has been Quickie News.
Oh, yep.
But with that, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Super spreader.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yo.
Yo.
Thanks for making it back. I know we were gone for a long time. Gone for a minute.
We'll never leave you.
Never forsake you.
Never let go, Jack. Never let go.
That
Yo.
bitch let go though.
There was enough room for both of them on that door.
I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
you know?
It didn't
so
work.
weird.
Didn't work for the plot line.
It's like there's a ton of shit he could have floated on.
Oh yeah.
Like a ton of shit. He just had
Yeah.
to hang on to her fucking stupid door or whatever that thing was.
I think it was it a door?
I think it was a door.
I think so too. So
I imagine the door was huge.
Yeah.
come on, though. There's a ton of shit, dude. Everything was sinking, man. You tell me you couldn't get like one thing.
You're gonna scooch over a little bit.
Yeah, like you couldn't scooch though. You couldn't stack, you know?
I mean, you'd want it,
lightweight,
right?
you know?
Body
Oh,
warmth.
body heat. See?
Yeah.
Totally.
Doesn't make sense, man.
Stupid teenagers.
He could have lived.
Gosh, I know, Jack. You could have lived. Let us know. Do you think Jack could have lived? Was there enough for both?
You went straight to the question, man. That was funny. That was a queen.
I like chewing double mint gum. Let me know. Do you like chewing double mint gum too? In the comments below. Go ahead and let me know. And that's so sick.
Audience engagement.
No, absolutely, man.
Podcast
That's the
you
shit
wanna-
that I'm not thinking about.
Gary V says.
He's a Gary Veer.
But so onto the strange question of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was browsing. So you know that there's the trend of the instant film cameras right now,
Yep.
aka Polaroids, Fujifilm, all those other ones.
Mhm.
Dude, it got me thinking. Like, obviously I already have my phone and it takes pictures. But for some reason, like I was thinking, like, oh, like especially because we're having the Halloween parties and things coming up.
Yep.
I was like, oh, this would be super fun to have, the Polaroid cameras to like capture, the night or whatever.
Hell yeah.
But then I thought, I was like, well, I have my phone. Like, why am I just not going to take pictures of that, with my phone?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking, for me, I was like, something about like the idea of like the Polaroids or the instant film cameras, like, or film in general, just makes capturing the moment, like it gives it a little oomph or something, as opposed to like capturing everything with my phone.
Yeah. I agree, dude.
Mhm.
And I was wondering, like, is like, the mass availability of digital photography, like, is that cheapening like capturing moments? Like, is that cheapening things where like you almost have to like have a quirk or a whatever, like a nostalgia factor, like Polaroids or film is that why film cameras are making a surge? Like I'm seeing like all these people like, oh, they're film shooters or film tutorials, or they're going out and they're like, experimenting on like, Kodak Gold or
Yep.
different things like that,
Right.
So I'm wondering, like, has the the readily available
Readily.
that's a word, right?
Yeah.
All right, there. The readily availability, I don't know, the ability to shoot digital photography with our phones
Yeah.
kind of cheapened experiences. Now it's kind of like making nostalgia things like kind of come roaring back. And like, do you guys feel that way too? Like, if you were to have like a film camera or a Polaroid or something, are you more likely to take pictures of a gathering, a party or whatever, than to snap it with your phone? Like, I feel like I am for some odd reason. Like, I don't know if it's just me. Like,
No, yeah, it's fun. It is. It does make it seem more interactive. And then you have like the nostalgia to it. Everyone knows that when you take a picture with the Polaroid, it's going to pop out, and you have the instant gratification of having that photo right in front of you.
is it that tactile, like instant gratification? Because obviously with digital, you instantly see the picture.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
No,
probably
but material wise, you get that your instant photo where even if you take it on the camera, it exists. And I know we've gone through this too, taking photos, different places, different photo shoots. You see it, but then you don't get to take it with you, you know, so you just forget about it, you know,
Yeah.
where you can almost attach a memory to something when you actually get that tangible product in your hand, you know, you can start just, I don't know what it is. You can relate to it right away. You know, you just like, I'm like just trying to memorize the moment. This is how I felt, or I don't know. That's like freaking thinking too much into it, but I do tend to like try to attach a memory to it, you know, more than I would, you know, if someone took a photo of me right now and I looked at it, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Good. Yeah. You can post it or whatever, but that's it.
The angle's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think it's, you're not only capturing the moment, but you're capturing the feeling. In like a Polaroid, you know, the vibe that was happening then.
Oh, you
kind of like, I mean, you know, not like it actually instill, you know, it's not like it inserts
it
the
takes
feeling,
the soul of
the soul of the moment, but like that moment becomes a little bit more meaningful to you because it's like, you're like, oh yeah, I remember what's going on at this moment and how I felt.
For sure.
Maybe like how the freaking, you know, the air smelt or some shit like that, you know, in that moment. And then also, that's your only one of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So like the digital one, you got like, oh, I can fucking make millions of copies. You know, I'm gonna post it on, you know, I'm never gonna lose it. If I post it on Instagram, it'll be there.
Yeah.
You know, if I post it on Facebook, it'll be there.
You're right. That's what makes it less special too, having the digital photos. You take so many. I've got thousands of photos in my camera roll on my phone, but the ones that I'm really hoping to like see again are the ones that I took with my film cameras, you know, or going back and looking at those Instax photos that we have, which is so dope too, because it gives, like you said, a vibe because of the, maybe like the image quality, the way it frames a picture, you know, especially with the Instax. You have such a small frame.
Yeah, like little squares or little tiny rectangles, very small aspect ratio.
Yeah, exactly. And using that and taking, you know, just taking that into consideration when you are taking photos, it just, you can fucking make some really awesome pictures, man, or photos, dude. Super cool.
You were saying something about like the capturing the moment and like having it, or but I kind of went off this idea. Is it something like, is it because it's personal? Like, because like when you post it, when you post a picture, like it's basically on social media for everybody to see.
Yeah.
As opposed to like if you have a Polaroid, like we are the only ones sharing that.
Yeah.
You know, we're and maybe the same thing goes for like why people like still print out photo albums, because like you use them as like, you know, a coffee table kind of decoration or something where like the only people enjoying those photos are your friends and family that come over.
Invite to look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you think there's maybe like a personal aspect to it that like,
oh, for sure, because if you think about it, if it's a photo book, you're putting effort into building that photo book. Like say if you're putting it chronologically, you're spending time with those photos.
Yeah,
you know, you're doing a lot more with something like that versus just fucking posting it in Instagram or something.
Maybe
like
throwing
that.
a filter on it and that's
exactly. But if it's like a Polaroid at the moment, like you can capture that moment and it's an imperfect moment because that picture is not going to be perfect. You're not going to be like lining up the perfect angle for it, you know. It's gonna be either like everyone getting this fucking picture and like someone's gonna be looking weird or some shit like that, but it's gonna be that moment.
It was that moment.
It was that moment versus like, all right, everyone's looking good. All right, cool. You know,
right.
You know,
and for a digital, you know, picture.
You're kind of right. Like a lot of the digital like pictures we take are a little more manufactured now.
Yeah,
because we're like we take it and we're like, oh, you know, so and so wasn't looking. You know, okay, everybody back in. Okay, one more.
Overproduced.
You take another one. Take a couple of them. You kind of look at them and then like reposition everybody or redo it. And like by that time, like it's become, I mean, not to become too hyperbolic, but it's become a production at that point, you know? Where you're just kind of like, you're making, it's no longer the moment. It's now this.
They edit.
Yep.
I love digital pictures too, and like, you know, not like I don't want to sound like an old man or anything like that, but
no,
I mean, it's just the feeling I get from taking a picture versus like you know, film or Polaroid versus you know, digital picture is a little different just because it's like more interactive, more tactile.
Yeah,
you know, you already know that once you take that picture, that moment can be recreated again.
Yeah,
you know. Like the feeling, you know, and you can recreate any photo, but like the feeling, you can't recreate that.
And I do feel that the trend of it, it's gonna grow stronger too, because it's almost, for me, it kind of reminds me of like vintage cars in today, you know, where muscle cars like from the 60s and 70s are like something that people, like pay a lot for. They like to fix up. They like to, it's like
Like you're
not a
investing into
prize,
it.
but it's like it just becomes different. Where now when you have like newer cars with technology, it's like almost how we talked about like the horse and then the invention of the car. People use
yeah.
horses for like leisure
Recreation now, yeah.
recreation, and same thing with these old cameras. You can use one of the new camera 10,000,
Yeah.
or you can go and use an old film camera
I mean,
or an old
Yeah, because don't you
instant
think
film
like
camera.
like with the film camera, you got to. I mean, I'm thinking you got to be more skilled with it, right?
For sure. And there's some
Yeah.
stuff that's also really forgiving, like the instant film cameras, like
Yeah.
the Polaroids
Yeah.
and, the Fuji film cameras. And even Kodak has like, their instant film camera. Those are dope too, because the color grading is so fucking nice, dude, that you can get a really good shot accidentally.
Yeah. But like, isn't it like more meaningful for the film photo because like
You put
like
effort into
you
getting
have
that
to
shot.
like because you're not seeing what it looks like through a preview,
Absolutely.
so
for
you don't
sure.
know if your lighting's great, You
Yeah.
don't know.
Sometimes
like,
you won't know for
you're
days,
going
man.
on faith. I mean, it's not like a big thing, but you're going on faith,
Right.
know?
Absolutely.
Another
Skill.
thing you were saying, like, you have to put the effort into it. And with Rob, you were saying, Robert,
Robert.
Robert, who the fuck is Robert?
Is he here today?
is my mom here? What?
What is this? Am I in trouble?
But like there's anticipation going into it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
where like you took it and you're like, oh, I can't wait to get that back.
Yeah.
So like when you get it, like you kind of built up some excitement to it,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I was thinking like to the idea like when there's some
Ficky.
We're
Rewind
gonna
that, bro.
remix some.
there's some like anticipation.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, bro.
Got it. But,
Big words.
oh, dude. But like when we would wait for like a concert or something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or wait for an album to drop or something like that. Like
Mhm.
there's something to it, where when you put anticipation into it, like you're just like you're excited for it, and so like
Yeah.
maybe you transfer some of that to waiting for those films to be developed. Like even like with instant films, like you still have to wait a little bit to see it,
Yeah.
Like you take it
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, wait a second.
I mean, like, think about it. Like, it's like a ritual. You're taking it out, shaking it, like, like,
Yeah. That
looking at
whole
it.
fucking.
It's
yeah.
like, oh,
I
then
love
you're
the
getting it
ritual of
like
too.
that's gonna actually fucking do it.
I know,
again,
yeah.
But it's like it's something nostalgic because you saw your parents in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Then you can
yeah.
sing the Outcast song while you're
Yeah.
Shake
Shake
it
it like a-
shake it.
But yeah, it's it's a little bit interactive.
There's like
I don't know.
more you put it. Like the other thing, like more that you put into it, and then the other thought I had was, is it too that it costs you something?
Oh yeah.
Like because when you're shooting with film, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, how much does a roll of film cost?
Like $8.
$8, and you get
But
what?
up and
Yeah.
going up for sure.
Yeah, Polaroids cost so fucking much.
And then you get how many shots in it?
About 24 to 36.
So I don't know what the math is on that, but
Yeah.
you're basically spending a good like 50 cents a shot or something like that.
Yeah. The way it does translate, it almost translates to about $1 a shot, because when you go develop the film, that's an
Oh,
additional
you're
cost
right.
for that
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
And then from there, you can just keep it developed and then get a digital scan. So then you have it so you can post in,
Insta.
on the Instagram. Yeah. But traditionally, in the olden days, you would actually print these photos out, and
Yeah.
that's even more to the cost.
Yeah, because
so
then
now
you
you're
gotta,
looking at
like say if you like
almost
taking
$1.50.
this nice black and white photo, you got to make sure you're printing it on some nice paper.
Absolutely,
know?
man. Yeah. And then that's even a different craft as well.
Yeah, oh for sure. And
the
there's,
grade of different paper. Yeah.
paper grades.
Yep. That's amazing too. So that's like fucking the fun part of it too, man. I know you were talking about like, the skill of it. And I'm in such an amateur like grade of film photography that I use it as like a lesson, so like I'll do like a certain exposure and ISO setting and take very few pictures of that one object that day, with those settings. So that way I can make notes, I'm just taking notes like, okay, I shot this like that this day. Let's see how that comes out. And that's really what I'm doing. Just trying to like, test things and see if they work, if things that I saw for a digital tutorial translates to, a film tutorial,
So
and
it becomes like a whole experience.
Absolutely.
Like, not that you're just capturing the moment, getting the shot, or what do you call it? Capturing the moment, but you're also like making it an experience. Like you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm testing out to see how my skills are,
Yeah.
type thing.
And then you wait a few days, and then when it's finally developed, you
You're like,
get
"Damn
to
it!"
see your fucking
It looks like
many
shit.
times, dude. I'll be like,
Everything's
"I fucking thought that
blurry.
was good.
Everything's blurry.
What happened?"
My thumb is in every shot.
That's so good. That's like the typical old school fuck up.
But yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, there's something to it, like it's been making me want to shoot more film. Like that's why I was kind of like researching, just like, even if it's just like Polaroids, like
Yeah.
I'm more like inclined, like I have a freaking, a mirrorless DSLR, like I want to, but I don't really take that many pictures.
Yeah.
I have, my phone, I have a point and shoot, but I don't take that many pictures.
Yeah.
Right.
But then I was thinking like, oh, like, now it could just be consumerism or whatever. But the thought of like having like an instant film was just like, oh, I think I would use that more. I think it would just kind of add some oomph to the memory or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree. And then on the flip side, before we freaking jump into the next subject, I will say, although we do feel that those digital photos sometimes are kind of like throwaways, there's nothing worse than going into like doing a backup on your phone and maybe potentially losing everything that you've ever fucking created up until this point, like I went into Sprint to get a new phone, and they were going to do the update and the transfer of data, and they fucked up, and everything that I had for like a year and a half was lost. Photos, videos.
Oh, shit.
There was birthdays. There was kids being born. There was like fucking notes upon notes that I just wrote, and voice memos, everything. Like you name it, man. I abuse my phone like for things like that.
Yeah.
Basically everything.
Dude, isn't that crazy? Like how, like the digital things have become devalued until they're taken away.
That's it.
Yeah. Like the whole thought behind this thing was like, oh, we'll always have these pictures. Like these don't mean, at least in my thought process is like, oh, these pictures don't mean that much because I know they will always be on my phone or they'll always be somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
And then until like, oh, my phone got wiped. Now those mean everything because I can't get those back.
Absolutely. That's exactly how it feels too. You've been robbed. And not the other kind of rob, but
but maybe that goes back to what we're talking about, like the film thing, is because like these mean so much because this is the only one I have of this.
Yeah.
Like if it's film, if it's the instant Polaroid or whatever, you're just like, this is the only thing I have from this moment.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't just go and oh, let's take another one, or I have it, I'll send it to you, and then now a whole bunch of people have it or whatever.
It makes it so much more valuable, man. And at the end of the day, I think there's a lesson to be learned with all of this. It's backups need to be done no matter where your photos are. So if they're tangible photos in real life, you need to fucking have film that those, photos were made from or whatever, and store that film somewhere
Properly,
safe and dry
yeah.
and proper, and preferably in a fireproof safe. That sounds fucking outrageous, but just wait until your fucking house burns down and you lose
got a lot of film.
all memories, like those are all the memories, and that's like the key to reproduce those photos.
Dude, like we just had the fires and you heard like everybody who was like running out of their house, that was the first thing everybody grabbed.
That's
They-
the only thing that I will grab. Like, I mean, amongst
Forget
like,
the kids.
the basics. Amongst the basics, like those are like from my possessions, those are the only things that I know I can never ever get back. You know,
Yeah.
I can't reproduce those memories that were created in those photographs.
Yep.
These photographs are proof.
Oh, this photograph is proof.
That's it.
Let us know if you know where that's from.
In the comments below.
Or if you're listening to the audio version, go to the video version and leave a comment. But yeah,
Sweet.
so this has been a strange question.
All right.
And cherish your moments, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Do
them.
backups on
And-
your phone too.
Don't forget to back up your phone, because if you lose it, you're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
But
Use it or lose it.
with that, we'll take another break, and we'll be right back. Right back. All right. Welcome back. You guys ready to close this out?
Let's fucking do it.
Let's closer.
Let's close it out.
Daddy's got to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, dude.
Count sheep and sleep.
Dude.
That's weird. I don't know. I call myself daddy. I mean, I am a daddy.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Nah,
nah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
nah. Yeah.
I'll fuck around and say zaddy once in a while if I'm like
Zaddy.
freaking if the context is appropriate, but
Other than that, nah.
yeah.
Nah.
But let's close this out with
Jay needs to go to sleep. I'm sorry.
let's bring it back to an old segment.
Yes.
Some new noise. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how like that segment like
I was
would
yeah.
chime in. but-
We'll have something. I'll hold it right here.
Fwah, fwah, fwah.
But so this past Friday, the new Touche More
Yes.
album dropped. Lament.
Yee.
I'm a horrible fan.
It's alright. It just dropped.
It's
So
okay,
you
yeah.
still-
I mean, look at that shit. Look at that tattoo. I haven't listened to it yet.
you didn't let me know.
Daddy's been busy.
There you go. That works.
That works.
That
Uh,
Daddy's been busy.
I think they'll be okay with it.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about it because I felt like this album dropped at a really good time for me.
Mm.
So this Friday I was just like got to work, and then a bit of a funk, trying to get my coffee, trying to get my caffeine in, trying to get me pep for the day or whatever. And then I seen that the new Touche was out, and then I was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna bump this. I threw it in. It's exactly what I needed for the day.
Hell
It
yeah.
just like got me going. I've been listening to it like basically the entire time. I probably went through. I think I'm probably on like my third or fourth listen through.
Shit. Is it like short songs?
No, actually, they're decent amount this time. I think the entire
a little
album
longer.
is about 40 minutes.
Oh,
I
okay.
think-
all right,
Yeah, I think
all
about
right.
that. There's only 10 songs though.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
But good songs. If you guys aren't fans of Touche More, go ahead and check out the new album. Lament
you
just
fucking
dropped.
up.
Yes,
You know you fucking
totally are missing some good stuff. But kind of got me thinking, and I was wondering if you guys are ever in like a funk or down mood or something like that. Do you guys ever use like music like to like self-medicate, or is there like some type of some songs, media, whatever, like to kind of pep up your spirits, kind of get you in that mood to kind of kick you out, or anything? Like, is there something?
Oh yeah, I'm a firm believer that music does change moods, and I think what I fall back to is something that I'll put something on to boost my spirits, and typically that song or that type of music will be something that I can like scream and sing ridiculously and embarrassingly loud, like in
you
my
just gotta
car
get
while
into
driving, and get really into it and just lose myself. It's so cathartic, dude. Like by the time I'm done, like it feels like I just did a hot sauna session, and like I'm like, whew, like I don't know what it is. I
Yeah,
feel
dog.
like I'm exhausted from singing, and I feel like,
Yeah, you burned out some
yep,
issues or
Yeah,
whatever.
you had a
it is.
therapy session.
yeah, it is
Therapy
therapy.
session, there you go.
Ooh.
It is
I
therapy.
don't know, man. I haven't been listening to anything. It's weird.
Well, it doesn't have to be lately, but like,
Well,
are there
all
something?
right.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
like, you're just like in a mood. You're like, you know what? I need to listen to this, or I need to watch this, or I need to like read this, or whatever it is. I don't know.
Usually no.
Mm.
It's like silence that I need.
It's
like- I can turn
one
my
of them.
brain off.
Oh, okay.
oh, so you're
Yeah.
trying to like shut out
Yep.
the noise.
Yeah, shut out the
Yep.
noise.
Ah.
Just I don't know. When I'm feeling like down or whatever, I'm just like, all right, go like somewhere dark and just fucking
Like,
Cut myself and
Like-
fucking bleed.
Physically dark or like dark in your mind?
No, like physically dark.
I was gonna tell. Man, you gotta call me.
You gotta call me, bro.
This can't be happening.
Let us know.
You gotta call me.
No,
It's not
just
fun.
like just somewhere quiet, like we're
Yeah.
it needs to be quiet.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just
I hear
like nothing like going on, like no phone calls, no,
Mm.
nothing. Just fucking
you. Dude, sometimes you need that, like almost like a meditation, almost.
Yeah.
Like where you're just kind of like breathing in, or like
Yeah.
just taking a moment.
yeah.
Yep. That's always really good too. I think we talked about that off of the mic, but it's definitely something that's, good enough to say on the mic. Meditation, dude, affirmations,
Yep.
Doing these things like while you're solo in your car or in the shower or anywhere where you have peace and quiet and you can
Yeah.
find that time and, space in your head. That's some shit that I enjoy too, man.
Dude, it's funny that you mentioned like the meditation or like I listen to KCRW. It's our
Okay.
local station. I think they're NPR, local NPR station. But they'll have these moments where they kind of I don't know if they're like Zen moments or whatever. Basically, it's like a pause in the show or in the broadcast, and they'll be like, oh,
Okay.
they're like, if you're listening, take a moment. They're like, stretch out your back, take a deep breath,
I like
roll your
that.
neck. And like when I first heard it, like I kind of made fun of it in my mind.
Yeah.
And then like when I heard it for like the third or fourth time, I was like, all right, let me try this. I was like, damn it. I think this is pretty awesome actually. I was like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
It's always good to stretch, dude. Like, yeah, if you're
For
feeling
sure.
super stressed, like stretch some shit out.
Yep.
Like even if it's a quick stretch, dude.
yeah,
Like
just take
Yep,
that
just a little
moment.
quickie.
get
Yep.
the fucking the brain flooding back to the brain, and just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Get those juices flowing,
sometimes it's like your local radio station that'll tell you. And other times I know there was an app that I follow and they just have like these little dailies that they'll pop out. And sometimes they are something like that. It'll say like, give yourself a minute and breathe, or take
yeah.
a moment and just don't do anything or walk.
yeah.
Just tells you just little blurbs here and there. And then all these other ones like, you're amazing and whatever.
You're amazing. You
You're
can do it.
amazing.
Dude, it's funny, like we kind of like poke fun at that type of stuff, but there's this one YouTube channel I watch. He's a dude, he kind of gives like financial advice.
Okay.
And he's been kind of following the whole like the whole stimulus talk or the bailout talks for
Okay,
the
got it.
government things. But he ends all his videos with like, so thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of my community. He's like, and don't forget, you are awesome, you are amazing, and I love you. And he just kind of ends his video. And I'm just like, it's a little cheesy,
bad.
but at the same time, I'm just like, it's kind of, you can tell it's like heartfelt, or
Yeah.
it seems heartfelt from
Yeah,
him.
That's cool.
And I'm just like, oh, and like just that positivity kind of made me keep coming back to his videos and kind of like watching just, first to get updates, but then like the personality kind of kept me
Yeah,
there,
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
I think one of the things is like we've forgotten to kind of take care of our mental health in some
Yeah.
incidents.
Especially
Yeah.
like right now.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. That was the thing. Like I don't know if it's what's going on, just getting older or whatever it may be, but like it's been kind of made me take more account of those moments where like I just need to take a moment, either listen to something, sometimes I'll like throw on like it's like a small Dave Chappelle bit or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just like I need to laugh or something, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that kind of gets my spirits up or whatever
Yeah.
it may be.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Nice.
what? Like now that I think about it a little bit more, there's another thing like heartfelt videos. Even though they may
Oh.
seem cheesy,
Ooh, yeah.
but like
Puppy videos.
not like puppy videos, but like meaningful moments that were captured or some shit like that.
Like
you know?
those military welcome
Yeah,
home videos.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like those get
Yeah.
intense.
I mean, even as cheesy as it sounds, like there's so much negativity going out through the day.
Oh
Like-
yeah, dude.
Like just watching
Yeah.
something like that might just fucking like, yeah, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, even if it's like a quick 30-second video.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude.
cool.
Yeah.
I need to start following more of those accounts on like Instagram. Like,
For
get
sure.
that more on my feed.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Or even just like fucking telling someone like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Good? Or like, hey, you look cool today or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
true,
are
man.
awesome.
You are awesome. It's funny that you said about that YouTuber. There's another YouTube channel I watch is Davey504. He's a bassist.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And at the end of his each episode, he started doing where he says, "All right, so now I'll be your therapist," and he'll just sit in silence. And he's all, "You say whatever you want," and he just looks at the camera, and he'll just be like, "Oh, wow, all right. Don't worry about it." He just say things like that.
What the
So he'll
fuck?
be a
That's sick.
therapist. So it's
You know
cool.
what's
Virtual. That's sick.
crazy and awesome at the same time is like that probably is helping somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. People use those moments, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, as embarrassing as it sounds out loud,
Yeah.
internally,
We all
fucking
fucking
helpful, man.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, I think that's one thing. Like, I don't know if it's the culture, society, our upbringing, or whatever. Like, we're either discussing your feelings or talking about your feelings or even feeling like
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
kind of been looked down upon, frowned upon.
Absolutely.
Like
It's
even
so weird.
even coming up in like the music scene, like the emo tag was always used as like a derogatory term. Like, oh, that's emo, or like that was
Yeah.
always, oh, I'm gonna go home and cut myself type thing. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of made fun of,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that kind of just reinforces the idea that like you're not allowed to have emotions. You're not allowed to feel something, you know, and you're not allowed to take care of those things, you know?
Yeah.
And so to talk about it, it's like, oh, we kind of have to buffer it by saying like, oh, you know, it's funny, but, you know, at the same time, you know, we're trying to buffer it so we're not, you know, falling into those traps of being made fun of or something like that.
It's so funny how that happens, man. It almost reminds me of like upbringings in just kind of like the hood. It almost there's this counter like intuitive thought where people like if you try doing hard, they're like, don't do that. Like, who the hell do you think you are? You know, like it's like so crazy. Instead of encouraging someone and telling them, yeah, you should go to college. Like,
do that.
oh, all of a sudden you're smart.
Oh, you're too good for us now.
You want to get out of the hood, you know, like they want to keep you down. And it's so like, it's wild that exists, man. But
and then they backhand you again and be like, oh, this guy never had any motivation to do anything.
They're just
You're a
keeping
fucking
you
loser.
down,
What are you doing with your life? You know?
It's so crazy. So crazy,
Dude,
man.
We're so messed up as a society.
I know, man.
But I think we've always been like okay with showing our feelings. I mean, I have. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Me too.
I think
try
I was
to be.
just speaking as like a society as a whole, like maybe
Yeah.
not internally, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
as a whole, like that usually isn't accepted as
Yeah.
much.
Right.
Oh,
Or at
yeah,
least,
for
like,
sure.
It doesn't seem. I think maybe more so lately.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think definitely the world is changing or
The
society
culture,
is changing. Yeah, the
yeah.
culture. That's
The tides
real
are
world
shifting.
word.
Tides are
Tides are
changing.
shifting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Changing of the
There's
guard.
been many a nights I've been at Rob's crying. So
yeah.
whatever.
Sometimes you gotta let it out, dude.
Sometimes
Gotta
you
let it
have to, man.
Sometimes you gotta
Feels
let
good.
it go. In the words of
In the words of Elsa.
let it go.
Which is the only hit song that franchise
Yeah.
has in my book.
Yeah, Frozen 2 songs suck.
I like the attempt by Panic at the Disco, but I think I only like it because it was Panic at the Disco.
That's it.
But
They lost credit in my book for doing that one. Actually.
it's like really. Oh. But yes.
Huh?
Thanks for tuning in for this episode. Go ahead and leave your
Feelings in the comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
in the comments below.
Let the whole world know your feelings.
It's all because of crying emojis.
Sorry if we're not in there to defend you, but let us know what your pick me up songs or media or whatever you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll add it to our playlist, our Spotify playlist. You can check it out.
Do we have one?
No, but we can create.
I thought we did have one.
I think we did, but we didn't stay on top
Oh,
of it.
okay.
Yeah. Like most of the things in our lives, we didn't stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Bills, whatever.
Bills.
But
Backups.
yeah, don't forget, back up your photos.
Back up your
Please.
photos.
You don't want to lose those.
It's your responsibility.
Oh yeah, it turned into like a very meaningful, emotional episode. If you think
Yeah.
about it.
Whoa, this is
Ooh,
good,
this is a
man.
Zen
This is
episode.
good.
Hey, that
Zen.
just naturally just fucking
Super spreading. Gotta get those fucking Phillies out.
That's it.
Gotta stomp on them.
Yep. No, not on this show. I don't fucking.
How dare
not for
you.
1 minute.
But thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. If you're listening to the audio version, please check out the video version or follow us on any of the socials. And yeah, let us know what you thought of this episode. And I guess that's all.
That's all,
That's
folks.
it.
Yeah.
Spread that gack.